Good afternoon, everyone. This is Susan Nance, and this is my presentation of the second Teach Us module. We were asked to find our favorite technology tool and explain it. Since I didn't have a really working knowledge of it, I went through the web tool bibliography and found one to be my fast-growing favorite and something I have started utilizing for myself and my child. The name of this one is called Memrise. Memrise is a program. Showing you, switch over to it. Memrise is a tri-based program. It's based in science. They've learned how to efficiently and scientifically combine knowledge versus memory versus the usage of it and the recall so that you have the most efficient way to learning. The second aspect of it is they want to make it fun, so that you grow in confidence and it's something you want to continue doing, not just, do it to meet a goal. And then they involve the community. That's the third aspect. And they believe that involving the community, it adds a different support system and kind of a growth mechanism that allows you to not only grow and work in an area of the community, but grow in confidence in doing so. So that is the basic aspect of it. If you go to Google and just Memrise, it pretty much takes you right there. The one thing about Memrise that I learned was you can learn any topic. They have any kind of course that you want, all the categories from biology, chemistry, earth science. My favorite has been two, the languages, as so far has been two, and the engineering courses. The resistor colors, for example, has been, you can choose that, and it teaches you the actual, when you look at a schematic or a computer board, you see all these little colorful things, and those resistors and the colors of them mean something, and this goes through that. Good information I never knew, but, and I've actually enjoyed learning. I also chose just to go through the course and help out understanding how it works. My other choice was the refresher on French. So when I chose the course, if you go back through the courses, like you go through and it says French 1 or Spanish, you can choose the language. If you don't see it straight off, you can either go down the whole list, search for more because it keeps adding, or you can go into the search column up here and type in something and it'll give you what it does. French and Thai I went through, which was pretty interesting to both of them. But if you start on the French 1 level, it gives you the minimal level. It has 18 from there. So what you do is you open up the first one. It has Launchpad level 1, and it starts out with these words. It says salut, allons-y. It's just the basic pattern of learning. So once you learn these words, it goes through, gives you, you have to
Salut.
choose the correct answer, and then you go through. And after you go through it, it quizzes you back on it to whether or not you got it correct. One thing I do like about this is it gives you called little memes at the bottom of it. And it gives you little hints, little visual cues, or little cute things that make you remember. Like this one is a cartoon of a cat. It said, "What's up?" It's pretty much saying, "What's up?" in French. I've had quite enough of you. Quite enough is in French is "What's up?" So with this, it's very hard to forget with the cat. But things like that have been have been very interesting in the process of learning. Like I said, so if you're done with that program, you always stop it and you save and you exit out of the program. You can save it for later as you go through. It makes you learn all of these words and you test and do your skills through. And it also does the spelling. It's just not the pronunciation of it, it's the actual spelling and the recognition of the words themselves. Once you complete these levels, you go through to the next level, all through 18 levels. Now once you do this, just showing you the dashboard, and it shows you the people to follow. These are also people that are in the French program. It shows you the points that you've done in your one level or whatever that you've chosen. and the points level that you're on. And it also shows you the other people, like Sunny79. He's on evolution level number 9. He is at 81,000 points. He is studying the process of evolution. In each module, they have a person that you can either buddy up with or a whole group that you kind of compete against. Evolution number 14, he's on level 14. He's at 5 million. So it's kind of like an unwritten competition that helps everybody learn a little faster and learn a little more, puts a little edge on it. If you get through a course and and are tired of it, or you just want to exit out of it, you can quit the course, go back to your courses, or just quit it and it'll start over. So on your dashboard, like for example, my dashboard only has French, so I can add as many as I want to on this. So Memrise, I have found it to be a tremendous learning tool of just a lot of information. I even learned half of the words of the Quran on this program. Things that with the courses, just an amazing amount of information that not only sparks your interest, but gives you a whole array that you can switch back and forth if you're like me and can't focus on one thing very long at one time, or have a kid like mine who can't. Then we go through several of them, and she's quite pleased doing that. Again, it's based on a scientific knowledge of information and the efficiency of learning and using the least amount of effort as learning. So as far as where we sit on Bloom's taxonomy for using this in our classroom, the initial, I apologize, my mouse is moving faster than I am. The initial, like in mine, the French level 1, the initial studying of it, the first levels are simply remembering. Can they recall, or can you remember the information? Can you duplicate it? Just repeat it, state it. It's very rudimentary memorization and utilization of it. Can you understand it? It kind of goes into understanding it a little bit. Can you pick it out? Can you select it in a multiple choice? So you have to pretty much memorize it, and then you have to understand it, and it brings you back to a repetitive motion to where it just really sticks in that duplication and recall. I think in other courses, as you move through, you learn to maybe apply it, but I think this main Memrise, it says it all in itself in its name, yeah. Memrise, memory to the rise. It rises to the occasion of your memory and increases that in efficient pattern in a matter of recall. So, I think if you're looking for something that is not creating or evaluating, analyzing, if you're looking for something to just get that rudimentary memory going, I think this is a good brain exercise to keep your brain stimulated and motivated. I really do think this is a program that can get someone's interest started, and then maybe build on that with future programs or additive lessons on the end. Anyway, that's an overview of Memrise, and that was my favorites. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you the next time.